Deja Blanding tells us she was just trying to get to a Detroit Lions watch party this month when her Lyft rolled up.
As I'm walking, I see him like making faces or whatever. I'm like, oh man.
She already knew.
I can fit in this car.
No, believe me, you can.
Yes, I can.
Believe me.
He told her there's not enough room in his car.
The kicker part was when he started to talk about his tires. You know, I feel like that was a slap in the face. That was like my tires, you know, like.
The driver said his tires could not handle her weight.
All right, so boom. I'm sure you've all heard the news of Rosa Parks, Aretha Frankfurter, Gail king-size mattress, Dank DeMars suing Lyft for discrimination because they claimed, the driver that is, that she was too large, elephantine, gargantuan, morbidly obese to fit inside of his vehicle.
God damn, that's a big bitch.
Dank DeMars is suing Lyft after being refused entry into a small car by the driver. Let's use AI to find out what would have happened if the driver relented and let her in. And she's in.
I can fit in this car.
See, no problems at all.
Now that's how I envisioned the vehicle would have been looking like if she happened to have jumped into the back seat, or it would have looked like a music video from Paul Wall in 2005. Motherfucker would have been sitting sideways, leaning to one side as if it was a goddamn Fast and the Furious number 11, whatever the case just so happened to be. Shorty like 500 some pounds. Why ain't you getting no doggone Uber XL or if some sort of Lyft Plus if they have something for larger individuals or larger party sizes? Some people said, well, she's 500 pounds. If you have 3 people in the back seat or maybe 2, collectively they can equal that same amount. That's one thing, but you would have the weight equally distributed around the vehicle. The driver's near the front left wheel. The passengers is on the rear right and left wheel. Or maybe you have somebody in the front right wheel. But if you got one 500-pounder, the Big Show, Mark Henry, Big Daddy V Viscera, sitting there on one end of the vehicle, and you've already got a lower, compact kind of car, you don't think that's gonna fuck up the shocks? Static won't survive. I didn't even want to say nothing until after the case was dismissed, but Streets are saying that she already lost the lawsuit. Granted, there's nothing official that's been confirmed, but I already knew she don't stand a chance in hell. Shorty went on interview tours and couldn't even sit in the regular seats that regular interviewees done pulled up and sat in. They had to get her a sectional when she went to the Breakfast Club.
Oh, nice to meet you.
Hi, how are you?
Stormy. Hey, Ken, how you, brother? You good? Nice to meet you, Ken.
Yep. This the only seat y'all got?
What you want? What you need?
There's one more.
A bigger chair or something.
Is she already little?
We had
That's what I'm talking about. Good, this is the accommodation.
There you go.
You know how big you got to be for a sectional to be standard seating for you? Let's just say she pulled up to a doggone studio and they did not have any kind of seating. Interview canceled because you can't fit in a goddamn seat? You don't think something's wrong with that?
What about if somebody say you battle rapping and they say it's a 20v1, but it's just you and another person?
My body right now, is like my mind don't know that I'm this big. My mind does not know that I'm this big. So I be feeling like I can do everything. So when I walk in the gym, I feel like I'm fit.
That bitch lying.
Damn, look at all these motherfucking steps.
What? How you gonna say your mind don't know your body is that big when you require assistance in order to go up 3 steps? It's not as if Shorty went up a flight of stairs anywhere between 7 to 15 stairs. She walked up barely 3 stairs. You needed a helping hand? Okay, Plusle and Minor. Shorty done turned into Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Let me go and phone a friend in order to get up 3 stairs. Ma'am, are you out of your mind?
This is a sick Negro.
What's crazy is I can confirm this in real life because my brother, the unchiseled Adonis, is an audio technician. One of his friends just so happened to call him in to do the behind the scenes on his podcast, and he met this gargantuan woman in December. They had to go up 14 stairs. It took her 36 minutes just to make it to the doggone studio. Now, this the unchiseled Adonis testimony. He said she pulled up and departed in an Uber XL. So why was she calling a regular Lyft? And let's call it what it is. Granted, these drivers work for a company, but they work in there as contractors. It's not as if Uber or Lyft provide them with a vehicle. You're pretty much using your vehicle. So if you're in a situation where you know your shocks cannot endure somebody so gargantuan, is it wrong to decline them access to the vehicle? Moreover, drivers cancel all the time. If he just so happened to have spotted her from a distance while he was up the block, looked behind him, then canceled the ride, and they never had an interaction, we ain't gonna get no doggone lawsuit. It's because he verbalized it towards her. But let's call a spade a spade. You know how big you are. You see how small that vehicle is. You wouldn't have been sitting comfortably regardless.
Open and shut case, Johnson.
Now, don't get me wrong. I recognize if you want to sue anybody, you can do whatever the hell it is that you want. The driver actually lost his job with Lyft behind this. Granted, he a contractor. He probably started driving for Uber within a week. But whatever the case just so happened to be, this shit is absolutely insane to me because there's no way that you at that size can look at that vehicle and think you fixing to go and sit in there comfortably. It's gonna look like that episode of Family Guy when he had no bones and homie got on the bus.
That ought to show you. Oh no.
You just spilling into multiple different locations in the vehicle. Part of her back was probably in the trunk and it wasn't even popped open. You mean to tell me you see any type of vehicle pull up, there's no way you can't recognize you can't fit in the sumbitch? If a Mini Cooper pulled up, ain't no way you getting in that. Mitsubishi Mirage, you ain't getting in that. A smart car, you ain't getting on that. If homie pulled up in a moped, you might be falling into hell.
He is too damn big.
How does one even achieve this build? She got a ball sack in her front and she's not even trans. She carrying luggage down there. You mean to tell me she gets on an airplane, but I gotta check my doggone bags? This makes absolutely no sense. Every kind of underwear she wears immediately turns into a thong. Matter of fact, they have to manufacture and construct the underwear on her body in an effort to make sure it covers her private parts. Showers require assistance. How you need a tag team partner just to wash yourself?
I wash myself with a rag on a stick.
Shorty twice the size as Lizzo. Remember all them years we kept talking about Lizzo's weight? It has nothing to do with her doggone talent. She's incredibly talented. But drop the doggone weight because you encouraging people that this stuff is all right when you're shortening your lifespan. And look at Lizzo now. She done lost the weight with the help of Ozempic. But one way or another, Shorty looks amazing now. And she's still got a ways of way to go. But the motherfuckers is lying to her, encouraging her to stay the size that she's at, so much so to where she started an OnlyFans. Who the fuck is gonna pay $25 a month to look at big ass Dank DeMoss? But we already know the state of the world right now, because when you jump online, gooners, internet's best masturbators, gooners, they love their fetishes. They are loving super heavyweight women. They wanna see that ass, nasty motherfuckers, gooners, internet's best masturbators, gooners. That's what the fuck's going on and what we've got to deal with. Somebody need to go and tell this woman, not only are you guaranteed to lose this doggone lawsuit, you need to drop the goddamn weight before you lose your life. People encouraging and enabling this motherfucking behavior, it's getting ridiculous.
Stop it. Get some help.
Streets already saying she lost her case. It might as well be confirmed. Look at her lawyers looking like they public defenders working pro bono for Instagram likes and TikTok shares. Get them all the fuck up out of here. Chris!
You're gonna have to die.
Here comes the United States champion, Chris Benoit.
He's not gonna do what I think, is he? Oh no, come on. 16-foot.
Arms are clasped.
Look at him ready.
I can't believe it.
Off the ground, is he? Whoa, he did!
Yes, he is.
Oh, Benoit, look at Benoit!
Justice!
Now, I'm not saying he should have killed her, but I understand.